What is it?
I left a message explaining everything on your machine.
Well, I kind of got distracted. I was watching a cable aerobics show. It's from Hawaii.
Hey, you watch that? I feel a lot better since I started watching those. Yeah, I kick back with a bag of chips and a six-pack. One and psst, and two and dip and three and crunch.
Ted, can I see you in there for a minute? It's a funny thing. Well, not funny, but, Jonathan and I were audited by the IRS.
Sorry. What does this have to do with me?
Jonathan's accountant thought that it would make sense to credit me with some borderline income that more properly was Jonathan's.
You cheated on your taxes.
The accountant said that it was an extremely complicated transaction that could have been viewed in any number of ways.
Yeah, how did the IRS view it?
As fraud. Which it wasn't.
Well, just tell me what I'm doing here. And what he's doing here. What's this blanket doing here?
Ted, we're trying to talk about my taxes.
Somebody living in here?
Would you pay attention? This affects you, too.
Why me?
Well, since the allegation of fraud was on my side of the ledger, they're now auditing me for the previous 4 years, and here comes the embarrassing part, which takes us back to the last year that we were married.
Wait a minute. Your husband cheated on his taxes, and so I'm being audited?
Not Jonathan, his accountant, and not cheated, just fudged a little.
I may go to jail just a little.
No one is going to jail. But did you bring in those 85 tax records that I asked you to bring in?
I was supposed to bring in tax records?
Yeah, I said... What's that?
Somebody is sleeping in here.
Who?
And I had a blow dryer because I got here so early. I thought, well, why not just run over to the rec center and have a little swim before work?
Yep, I probably would have done the same thing myself this morning. Except they drained the pool last week for retiling. You were living in the lounge?
Me in the lounge. Ted, I lost my apartment 2 weeks ago.
Why? How?
I'm having trouble living within my income. Of course, maybe I shouldn't have bought that VCR, you know, especially since I don't have a TV yet, but gosh, it was a great price.
You have been living in the lounge for 2 weeks?
No, I stayed with friends. Well, they used to be friends.
Let me lend you some money, huh?
Oh.
Well, I'll have to owe it to you.
That's not necessary. Just please, do not tell anybody. Promise me, Teddy, promise.
I promise.
Okay, because I'm fine. Really, I'm fine. Hi, Jay. Good morning.
Oh, my God. What's wrong with Gretchen?
Nothing. She's fine.
Are you blind? The kid's in hell. What's wrong?
If I tell you, will you promise not to go running after her?
Well, of course.
She lost her apartment. Jane, she doesn't want anyone to know about it.
What's wrong with Gretchen? I just asked if I could have her stapler and she burst into tears. I just meant to borrow it.
She lost her apartment. What? And she doesn't want anyone to know.
Well, she could stay with me if she weren't allergic to Mel. Oh, my cat.
Well, you know, I've been interviewing new roommates ever since Raul went back to Spain, and normally I'm very picky, but I mean, heck, Gretchen.
Oh, whoa, Jay, down, boy. That's a bad idea.
Oh, but I have all this extra room, and
Yeah, well, you've got the hots for Gretchen.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
Well, what would you call it then?
The worms.
There is no way that you can live platonically with Gretchen.
Yes, I can.
Jay, she'll be dating other guys.
Well, that's okay.
Bringing them home and entertaining them in her room.
Still okay.
Every day you'll hear the shower running.
And no, there's nothing between you and her but 6 inches of plaster.
3 if you live in a condo.
Okay, I get the point. Bad idea.
Hey, we'll find her someplace. Just keep it quiet. You too, Naomi.
Me?
Ted, what are you doing at lunch?
Having lunch. With Naomi.
Oh, this is very awkward, but I really need those tax things that I asked you to bring in today.
And you want me to go home on my lunch hour and get them. It has to be today.
Oh, this is very awkward.
Naomi, can we make lunch tomorrow?
You know, 3 other people asked me to go to lunch and I said no. I hate eating alone.
Well, I'm free.
Oh, great. 12:30.
Naomi.
What's this?
Well, I'm taking up a collection for Gretchen.
Oh, when I mentioned that to you, did I mention I wasn't supposed to mention that?
Enough said. I won't tell another person. No, would you care to contribute? It's for, the homeless.
Well, much as my heart goes out to those unfortunate people, on principle, I'm compelled to...
Give. It's for Gretchen.
Why can't she just get a job like the rest of us?
She has a job like the rest of us.
Ah. Well, if she likes succotash, this'll save her 40 cents alone.
Coupons? You're giving her coupons?
Oh, no. Wait. Not the hungry man dinner. Liver and onions. What the heck?
Well, would you care to contribute, Darrell? It's for someone very important to us. They're in desperate need.
Oh, right. James Brown.
No, Gretchen. Poor child's lost her apartment.
There's $1. That makes 6. 106.
$106?
That's all I've got.
Oh, no. I meant that seems like a lot. Can you afford it?
Gretchen would do the same for me. Who is she?
I hope you had a good lunch. There's your stuff.
Oh, Ted, would you care to get in on the Gretchen Fund?
The Gretchen Fund?
Yes, well, I'm not supposed to say anything, but the poor kid's lost her apartment.
Who told you that?
Hi, everybody.
Just came over the wire. Chimpanzee triplets born at the zoo.
No, that's nice.
So you're poor Gretchen.
Ted, how could you?
Ted, this is 79, 81. Now, this is so typical. I asked you for 85,
It's in there.
82, 84. A Frisbee. 2 Frisbees. I cannot believe this is how you keep your records. I can't believe this is how you keep your Frisbee.
Look, if you don't want my help.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay. Harrison, if you stick your nose in this box, you will lose it. Ted, you're going to have to help me sort through this junk.
It's only a couple of days until the audit.
Hey, is Gretchen real upset?
Well, she was, but luckily we just found her a place to stay.
Where?
It's just temporary.
You mean after our warnings, you're letting her move in with you?
It'll be strictly platonic. And who knows? I could get lucky.
Oh, look. Here's that Chesterfield coat I gave you our last Christmas together. It cost $600 and you never wore it.
Oh, you know, I never like to get clothes for Christmas.
What do you want, toys?
Just neat things. Like stereo equipment, a racing bike, or one of those little sound effects things you can put in your pocket, and when somebody cuts you off with their car, you can...
I see, but not toys.
Say, did I hear earlier you have a Frisbee in there? It's a fine spring day. I thought if you weren't using it right now, Quentin and I might take it outside and chuck it about.
Harrison, you've been snooping around for 2 days. If I tell you what's going on, will you stop barging in on me? I'm being audited, okay?
1985. Gee, they don't go back that far unless they suspect fraud, do they?
Fraud? Jonathan and I pay the IRS every cent they're entitled to.
Well, then you're patsies. You fight them tooth and nail. Don't let them confiscate your hard-earned dollars for some big government giveaway.
Harrison, you forgot your Frisbee.
Ah. I love this sport.
Oh, Leanne, look. The Alpine Lodge. You remember? It's where we had our honeymoon.
I don't remember going there in '85.
Well, obviously we did.
December 1985. This was after we separated. You took somebody else to our place?
We were getting a divorce. One of the our places became just places.
Maybe we should just finish this tomorrow.
The audit is tomorrow. Isn't it?
It's not precisely tomorrow. Precisely next week.
You lied to me.
I knew that if I told you it was next week, you'd just keep putting it off.
Well, I don't want to put it off one more minute, so sit down. Goodbye sales receipts. Hello, medical. Dr. Claire Kaufman.
Remember? We agreed to try to get help, try to save our marriage.
Nice try.
I'm still seeing her. What about the shrink she sent you to see?
It's right here.
2, that's it? Our marriage was on the line and you went twice?
He said I was fine.
Fine, they don't say that.
He said I was fine.
They don't say that. They never say that, and if they did say it, they would never say it to you.
I was fine.
They don't say that.
Morning.
Gretchen!
That's a fancy name for the likes of you and me, and would you ever get
Gretchen?
this name like
Jay,
that,
is
huh?
that you?
Well, now, that's a good story. I'm glad
Do
you
you
asked
usually
for that.
listen to the TV full blast
It
while you're in the
seems that,
shower?
I was watching a documentary and I
sister,
thought maybe I
that's
could
your
hear
Aunt
it, but I
Liz.
can't.
You
That's
never
why I
knew
left
her,
the door
cranky
open.
woman.
Well,
Before I was born,
I'm just going to shut it off, okay?
she had a pair of hamsters, and one day
no,
one
no.
of them croaked.
It's our house.
Heart attack.
I want you to be comfortable here. What's the phone doing on the floor?
I was expecting a call and I thought maybe I couldn't hear it, you know, with the TV on so loud. Will you get that? I'll be right out.
Well, could be for me. I get phone calls too, you know. Hello. It's for you. It's Gordo.
Oh, tell him I'll meet him there. I'll run like crazy.
Gordo. You heard. Bye.
Oh, geez. I'm sorry, Jay. I was in such a hurry. Oh, you didn't plan dinner again, did you?
No. I just bought some chicken. Thought I'd throw together a little cocoa van. Maybe scallops and potatoes. No real plans.
Good. Because I already opened a can of soup for myself. Jay, don't pick up any more of my clothes, okay?
I won't.
I'm going to pick them up right after I get back. This is such a nice place. How do you afford it? You must really know how to stick to a budget.
I do. My parents sort of contribute to the rent by paying it.
Jay, don't do my dishes. I'm going to do them right after I pick up my clothes, right after my date. Oh, well, I got to go.
Oh, it's so much
much fun having a roommate. You are so easy to live with.
You too. Oh, God.
Look at this. Your checks, your receipts. Football tickets, bar tabs, poker debts. Now mine. Rent, groceries, utilities. Do we see a pattern emerging here?
Oh, right. Like you never spent any money on anything frivolous in your life. $48 for facial mud. $200 for tap dance lessons. $378 surgical procedure. What was this?
It's just a little thing.
Dr. Llewellyn. That's who delivered Maud. Leanne?
Wasn't anything major.
Well, what was it?
I had a miscarriage.
A miscarriage? You never even told me that you were pregnant.
The miscarriage is how I found out I was pregnant. Look, things were already so rocky between us. I didn't want to use a miscarriage to try to keep the marriage going.
There was a time, about a month before we split, when, I don't know, you suddenly withdrew. It was this, wasn't it? I thought you just gave up on the marriage.
I guess I had.
For 2 days, I've been hearing about what an overgrown kid I am. If you would have told me about this miscarriage, maybe I would have surprised you and been the adult you never thought I was. But you didn't, so I couldn't. Maybe this is the way you wanted it.
And I thought I was going to talk to my Shrek about this week.
I'm serious.
So am I.
Anybody seen my solder sucker?
I beg your pardon.
It's a computer tool, and somebody walked off with it. What are you guys doing here so late anyway?
Going over our 1985 taxes.
Man, are those due already?
Oh, Ted, help. This Gretchen thing, I can't stand it.
What did I tell you?
Oh, no, not for the reasons you said. Gretchen in the shower, no problem. Boyfriend's easy, but she is a world-class slob.
World-class? Our Gretchen?
Ted, she left an LP on the turntable overnight with the dust cover up.
Oof. What record?
My mint-condition original cast album of Flower Drum Song, only the best record Pat Suzuki ever made, not to mention Jack Sue.
Come on, Jay, how bad can it be?
Oh. Step over to her desk. Open the door.
Oh, wow. Ew.
Imagine this on an apartment scale. She's a nice kid, but she's got to go.
Jay?
Hi, Gretchen.
Look, I know it's not easy living with somebody.
Well,
But I want you to know that you saved my life, and I just got you a little something to say thanks.
I enjoy being a girl.
Flower Drum Song.
I know this can't make up for the inconvenience of having me underfoot.
Inconvenience? Underfoot? Ted, listen to this kid. What was I just telling you about her?
But he said you were world class.
Oh, you. Don't listen to Jay. He thinks I can do no wrong.
Ted, about the last couple of days, I know I've been impossible, but I really did appreciate your help, and I'd like to make it up to you, so how about lunch?
Lunch is supposed to make up for what you've put me through the last 2 days?
A fun lunch. I made reservations at Le Chanterelle, but they're at 1 o'clock, so we have to hurry, and maybe you could wear a suit?
A suit? I'm waiting for the fun part.
Okay, here.
What's this? You found one! A pocket sound effects thing!
Oh, gosh, I should never have given this to you before lunch. Put it in your pocket.
Okay, okay.
All right! Pocket Terminator. I got one of these for Christmas. But a librarian took it away from me.
Boys and their toys. Okay, hand it over. I'll hold it in my purse till after lunch.
No, I can be good.
Ted, that board meeting is at $5. You got, whoa! A Chesterfield coat. Nice. George Hamilton have a garage sale?
It was a Christmas present from a very old friend.
You look very nice.
Oh, thank you.
So nice, in fact, that I think we should drop by your place so you can slip into that suit. What did I tell you? Put that in your pocket.
Okay.
I got one, too.
Leap with me next.
And Friday night, it's a special night for mysteries. First, O.J. Simpson guest stars in the heat of the night on a special night. Then, if you want to cut a deal, you better do it Jack Shannon's way. Shannon's Deal, Friday.